Well, right now at 5 o'clock, we have an update on a high-profile case. A lawyer for Timothy Reynolds has released images now of that violent encounter with a group of squeegee workers that left him dead. He says the suspect, who was 14 at the time, shot Reynolds in the back, and now he's calling for the public release of that video that shows it all happened, he says. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren live at Light and Conway Streets for us tonight. That's where Reynolds was shot back in July, and he has never before heard details in this case. Mike, some big developments tonight.
Yes, Rick, and the still images we're about to show you come from prosecutors. A representative for Reynolds' family took the rare step of releasing them publicly. He says this will show the killing was not self-defense. This picture shows Timothy Reynolds' SUV stopped on Conway and Light Streets minutes before he was shot 5 times after an encounter with squeegee workers. Another image shows the then 14-year-old suspect leaning on Reynolds' car. We don't know what's said, but Reynolds turns the corner, parks, and walks toward the squeegee workers with a bat. At that point, prosecutors say the suspect comes back to retrieve a backpack with a gun inside. An image shows him putting a ski mask over his face before rejoining other squeegee workers. They wrote in the filing that as Reynolds is walking away, one of the squeegee workers starts throwing rocks at him. Reynolds swings his bat once over his head. A squeegee worker then hits Reynolds directly in the head with a brick or piece of concrete, leaving a large cut. Prosecutors write that Reynolds is disoriented, that the defendant is the furthest squeegee worker from him when he's captured on video opening fire on Reynolds with this gun as Reynolds turns away. Dhruv Vignarajah represents the Reynolds family.
And then he got shot 5 times, at least 3 times in the back. He wasn't drunk. He didn't hit anyone with a bat. There's no forensic evidence, video evidence, live testimony evidence suggesting that.
Vignarajah pushed back against claims by the teen's lawyers that this was self-defense.
He said, "I'm going to kill your effing A's." So I don't care what a video shows. What we saw in the video was the man swinging his bat.
A fiction has been presented to the public. A fiction that the victim was some crazed, intoxicated, bat-wielding maniac who viciously attacked a number of children.
State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby says she stands by a recommendation the case be moved from adult to juvenile court. Vignarajah vows the Reynolds family will do what they can to stop that from happening.
That is a terrible, shameful, unjust signal to send.
And we're not naming the defendant because of his age. There is a hearing scheduled in the case for Thursday. At this point, it's unclear whether that will be open to the public. Reporting live downtown, Mike Helgren, WJZ.